I like the feel of this one. It feels soft.
Good choice, Victor. That's the Comfo Classic. MSA makes it, and you're right about the feel. MSA reformulated the rubber, came up with one of the softest respirators available. And like all MSA face pieces, the Classic comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large, and either in black high-car rubber or silicone. And it'll have the cradle headband. How's it feel?
Feels pretty good.
Well, that's good, Victor, but this one is a medium, and it looks like you might want to try a large.
How can you tell the size?
Oh, well, the color of the yoke is one way: black for small, silver for medium, and gold for large. Or if you want, the size is marked right here.
Hey, you're right. This is better.
Thought it might be. Now, what you want to do is put it on and wear it for 5 minutes. If it still feels comfortable, we'll then move on to fit testing.
Okay, let's try it. How do I put it on?
Well, I guess the best place to start is with the instructions.
Yeah.
Read and follow them carefully to the letter. Okay, the first thing you do before you put on any respirator is to inspect it. It only takes a minute. That way you know it's in good shape before you put it on. So stretch the neck straps and the headband and see that they still have their snap. Look closely for any breaks or tears in the material. See that the metal slides here and here work, and that all the fasteners are in place and not bent. Then check the face piece. You're looking for dirt, cracks, tears, holes, things like that. Flex the rubber too and make sure it's not stiff. And when you turn the face piece around, it should still have its shape.
Oh, why wouldn't it?
Well, some people just throw the respirator in their toolbox and close the lid, and the next day So we don't want that to happen. Store them in these bags, okay? There's even a place for your name.
Got it. What's next?
The exhalation valve. Unsnap the cover and lift the valve to check it for rips, tears, distortion, or a buildup of dirt or soap. Check the seat for cracks or dirt too, and the valve should lie flat against the seat. Check the cover for cracks or splits, and if it's okay, snap it on and spin it. It should spin freely. Next, check the inhalation valves and their seats. You're looking for cracks, rips, tears, distortion, or buildup of dirt. That's what you're looking for. Then, check out the yoke for cracks or black lines that show weak points. Check the cartridge receptacles. Make sure they're clean and the threads aren't worn or cracked. Also, see that the gaskets are in place and in good condition. Remember, the color of the gaskets may vary, but there's no difference in the job they do.
What if it doesn't pass inspection?
Then you'll either repair it or get a replacement. We'll cover that later when we talk about maintenance, but for now, let's put in some fresh cartridges and get on with fit testing.
Okay. Wow, there are a lot of different cartridges here. How do I know which ones to use?
There are a lot, all right. The ones you'll use depends entirely on your job. Each offers a different type of protection, and they're color-coded, and the label shows the type of protection for which the cartridge is approved. Now, most times when you're working, you'll use particulate filters, but for the fit test, you'll need these black GMA chemical cartridges. They block out the organic vapors in the banana oil we'll use for the fit test. Whoa, not so fast, Victor. Always inspect the cartridges before you put them on. They should be clean and no dents or other damage, especially here around the metal bead on the bottom. They won't seal if the bead's damaged. These look good. Now, grip the receptacle and thread them in. Yo, hold it, Victor. You've crossed the threads. Don't force it. If it doesn't go in easily, back it out and try again. That's it, nice and easy. Now, for protection against dusts and mists, you'll use either filter pads or filter cartridges. Filter pads fit into the filter covers, which then snap onto the cartridge receptacles. If you ever need protection against gases and vapors and dusts and mists, you can snap filter pads and covers directly onto chemical cartridges. Or you can use combination chemical cartridges. They have particulate filters built inside. Remember, anytime you're not 100% sure about which cartridge to use, ask your supervisor or contact the manufacturer. Okay, the cartridges are on. Time to don the respirator. Put it over the bridge of your nose and swing the bottom in so it rests against your chin. Pull the cradle headband back over the crown of your head. Fasten the bottom strap. Adjust the tension slides on the headband for a comfortable seal. Oh, looks like you pulled a little too tight here. Remember, you don't want it so tight that the respirator digs into your face. That looks better. How's it feel? Comfortable? Now, you want to check the face piece to face seal with a negative and positive fit check. For a negative check, put your hands over the cartridge openings, inhale, and hold your breath for 10 seconds. And the face piece should collapse and stay collapsed. If it won't stay collapsed, you have a leak. So readjust the head harness straps and try the check again. Now, don't press too hard or you may break a good seal or temporarily fix a poor one. Now, for a positive check, take a breath and cover the exhalation valve. Exhale until a slight positive pressure builds up inside the face piece. If you feel air blowing around your face, you've got a leak. Remember, never use the respirator unless it passes both fit checks. That's important. Okay, Victor, let's move to the fit test chamber. You passed the fit test, Victor. Looks like you'll be wearing a large Comfo Classic. You can take it off now. Just unhook the neck strap and pull it up and away from your face. You did great. Any questions so far?
Yes. How long will these cartridges last?
That depends on the conditions in your work area and the concentration of your hazards. Service time can be calculated for chemical and combination cartridges by visiting www.msasafety.com/response guide. Additionally, you'll want to change particulate filters when you notice it getting harder to breathe. Any other questions?
No.
Then let's go over specific warnings and cover maintenance. All of the warnings are listed right here on the instruction manual, and they're important. In fact, it says right here, failure to follow the above warnings may result in serious personal injury or death. So let's go through them. First, the Comfo Classic does not supply oxygen. Use it only in adequately ventilated areas containing at least 19.5% oxygen. The respirator must be used in conjunction with the proper chemical or particulate cartridges for protection against specific contaminants. Do not use when concentrations of contaminants are unknown or immediately dangerous to life or health. Do not use when the appropriate exposure limit, OSHA PEL, NIOSH REL, ACGIH TLV, etc., is not known, or when it is below the odor threshold or any other established warning level for the contaminant. Leave the area immediately if breathing becomes difficult, dizziness or other distress occurs, you taste or smell the contaminant, or you experience eye, nose, or throat irritation. Use strictly in accordance with instructions, labels, and limitations pertaining to this device. This respirator may not provide a satisfactory seal with certain facial characteristics, such as beards or large sideburns, that prevent direct contact between the skin and the sealing surface of the face piece. Do not use this respirator if such conditions exist. Never alter or modify this device. This respirator is for use by trained and qualified personnel only. Understand the warnings, Victor? Great. Remember, Victor, you're responsible for maintaining your own respirator. But before we get into maintenance, let's go get a cup of coffee.
You are a pretty good teacher. I guess I could spring for it. Let's go.
Any respirator works better and feels more comfortable if you keep it clean. And the Comfo Classic is no exception. So clean it after each use. It's easy to do and doesn't take a lot of time. You can use either a cleaner sanitizer solution or a mild detergent. Keep the water at 110 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, otherwise it could distort the rubber parts. If you use a mild cleaning detergent instead, you'll need a germicide solution too. Don't use alcohol though, it deteriorates rubber. Now take the respirator apart. Remove the used filters or cartridges. Unsnap the exhalation valve cover. Then unsnap the headband and neck straps. You can clean these separately. To remove the yoke, pull it away from the face piece while you move the rubber tip back and forth. Be careful, you don't want to tear the tip from the face piece. Use a damp sponge or soft brush to clean the headband and neck straps. Washing the elastic over and over again can cause wear. If they're really dirty, you can wash them with the other pieces of the respirator. Put the respirator parts, except the headbands, into the cleaning solution. Gently scrub the parts with a sponge or soft brush. Then rinse thoroughly in plain warm water to remove all traces of the cleaning sanitizing solution. If you don't rinse thoroughly, the residue of the cleaner sanitizer may irritate your skin. Again, the water temperature shouldn't be warmer than 110 degrees. Set all the pieces aside and let them air dry. Don't force dry with heat. Temperatures above 110 degrees may distort or damage the parts. To speed up drying time, wipe off the excess water with a soft cloth. Once the parts are dry, you're ready to reassemble the respirator. Now, it's a good idea to check each piece again, as you did when you were getting ready to wear it, and replace any worn or damaged part. Check that the inhalation valves are in place and in good condition. Lift the valves to look for detergent buildup or dirt between the valve and seat. If the valve is damaged, peel it from the post. Carefully stretch a new valve and slip it over the post. Gently lift the exhalation valve. Look for cracks, tears, or distortion. Also look for buildup of dirt, detergent, or soap that can happen if you don't rinse well between the valve and the seat. This can cause the valve to leak or stick shut. To replace the exhalation valve, hold the tail in one hand and the flapper in the other. Stretch both ends and pull until the valve pops out. If the valve seat is damaged, hold the seat and peel away the rubber facepiece. To install a new seat, place it on a flat surface. Then use your thumbs to stretch the rubber facepiece until it fits into the groove around the seat. Insert the tail of the exhalation valve into its seat and pull it into the respirator. It should fit snug. Snap on the cover. Spin to make sure it's on right. Check that the gaskets are in the cartridge receptacles and in good condition. Because of their unusual design, they go in flat side up. This keeps them from accidentally falling out and gives a tight seal with the cartridge. Remember, without the gaskets, the Comfo Classic offers no protection and voids all government approvals. To replace a cracked cartridge receptacle, peel the facepiece from the receptacle. Set a new receptacle on a flat surface and stretch the rubber facepiece so that it fits over the plastic edge of the receptacle, and carefully work the facepiece into place. The inhalation valve crossbar should align with the rubber tip on the facepiece. Check the aluminum yoke for cracks at the ends. Black lines show weak points. To replace the yoke, push the rubber tip through the hole and gently work it back and forth until it pops into place. Before you put the headbands back on, inspect them. Look for fraying or cuts. And the metal clip on the neck strap shouldn't be bent. If any of the parts are damaged, replace them. Neck straps just snap on. The cradle headband snaps on either side. There's really no right or wrong way to put it on. Just make sure you don't twist the straps. Remember, use only replacement parts made by MSA for the Comfo Classic respirator. Never interchange parts made from another brand or make of respirator. Finally, store your respirator properly. Make sure you don't distort the rubber facepiece. Any other questions?
No, I say you'd covered them all.
Okay then, I'll just fill out your card. Remember, your Comfo Classic is a proven first-rate respirator that deserves first-rate care. It'll protect you on the job so long as you use it properly and take good care of it. That's really the bottom line.
Got it. And you know, the Comfo Classic really fits in with my other plans too.
Oh, how's that?
Well, tonight I'm going to the Classic Car Show. Tomorrow night's a night of classical music. And
Yeah, that's it. No more. Just get back to work here.